Namaste everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome back to Yoga with Reena. Today's session we're going to be working on our abdomen, our core, the organs there as well. I want everyone to make sure you're being very careful in your practices, making sure you've got enough space in your surroundings, making sure that you're not pushing your body to your extreme limits, listening to your body and doing what you can the whole way through, including warm-ups. So let's make a start right away. We'll start with sitting down and we can start in Sukhasana, one leg on top. Jin Mudra with our thumb and index fingers and sitting up nice and straight with our eyes closed, taking a nice deep breath in and a nice long breath out. Keep those exhalations nice and long, taking time to come inside your body, leaving everything that's outside, and focusing on everything happening inside the body. So one more inhale, take in all the breath you can, inflate the lungs completely, and exhale and completely deflate them. Nice and slowly, everything coming out of the nose, making sure our backs are nice and straight, aligning the base of the spine and the back of the neck. And going for 3 omkars, Ah, U and Ma. Together, inhale. Inhale. Just with a few blinks, opening the eyes and interlocking your hands and stretching those arms all the way up. Stretch your body, keep those triceps next to your ears and pull yourself completely out and backwards behind your head. We're opening up everything and loosening up everything. Exhale and take those hands all the way down, nice and slowly. Okay, so we are going to start our breathing practices today. We're going to start with a kriya. We're going to start with our Kapalbhati. So anybody with any high blood pressure, any hypertension, migraines or anything like that, we want to make sure you're avoiding this practice or doing it every other count or very slowly. And if you would like to pause and carry on going for a few extra minutes or some more time, please do go ahead. We're going to be doing pushes of 30. So if we're using our core today, guys, we want to make sure that everything's nice and light and empty. So we're not carrying any unnecessary things that we don't need to. So we're going to really focus today and we're going to really pull those muscles in. So in Kapalbhati, we're forcing the exhalations out from the nose and we're passively breathing in. So that will happen naturally on its own. We want to make sure that we are pumping everything out of the nose and pulling your stomach in, making this sound. And when you're doing this practice, try and keep the jaws nice and relaxed. We'll be doing this with our eyes closed. We'll pump out for 30. And with your eyes closed, I want you to try and imagine your stomach touching the base of your spine. Okay, so remember, do what you can, listen to your body, close your eyes. You can take Jin Mudra with your fingers, thumb and index finger touching. And relax the tongue, relax the jaw, keep those eyes nice and relaxed. 30 pushes, starting now. Keep pumping for as long as you can, and with every exhale, you're pumping out everything from the nose. About halfway now. Keep pumping. Envision your stomach touching the base of your spine and fully exhale as much as you can, taking everything out. Just another 10 more. 9, 8, 7. Keep pushing. Give it everything you've got. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slowly. Just relax. Enjoy the quietness in the abdomen. And nice and slowly open the eyes and relax your hands. So just a reminder, if you want to keep up these practices for longer, by all means do so. We're only doing 30 just to get ourselves going, and I want everyone to try and make sure that you're doing this for longer periods, because the longer you do it, the more benefits you'll be able to feel as well. So hopefully we're feeling a little bit lighter. Okay, we're going to come to a standing position now. Slight warm up before we do our Surya Namaskars. So remember my rule, no hands unless you absolutely need to. We're going to stand up, and what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a squatting practice, just getting our legs warmed up, and then we'll do our upper body. So just keep your feet about hip distance apart and try and keep your backs as straight as you can. And I want us to try and go as low as we can into a squat and come back up, okay? And then we'll vary the postures as we go. Please remember, if you've got any really bad back pain or any back problems or any arthritis or any joints, make sure you're not going all the way down to the bottom and you're doing what you can, okay? So we're going to do this 3 times all the way, and we're going to scoop and we're going to bring our arms up the whole way we go, okay? So here we go. 1, and come all the way up, and 2, and come down, okay? So breathe in, exhale when you go down, breathe in when you come up with your hands, and breathe out when you come down, okay? So second round, take a nice inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so going and keeping your feet as flat as you possibly can. Okay, last one, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Okay, good. And open the legs out a little bit wider, interlock those hands, and just do a few rotations of your hips, keeping your arms nice and loose. Okay, and we're working from the bottom all the way up. So remember to keep those elbows nice and straight and let the momentum pull you and twist you to the side. Okay, and from here, we're going to put our hands on our hips and shoulders back 3 times and shoulders forward 3 times. Good, and then just very lightly move the neck up and down and side to side. Just loosen everything up. And we're going to go straight into our Surya Namaskar, okay? And when we're doing our Surya Namaskars, remember, we want to keep our feet exactly where they are, especially on the way back as well. And we also want to make sure that whenever our hands touch the floor, they don't move from there. Remember, arms travel with your head, okay? So trying to extend your spine in all the practices that you're doing, okay? So take a nice inhale, gather all of that energy, and exhale down past your face. And from here, we're going to make sure that we're breathing properly as well, okay? So spend more time on those exhales. Here we go. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, push yourself all the way down. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, take the knee off and nice and straight, Dandasana. Knees, exhale, and chest down and chin down. Relax the hips onto the floor. Inhale, up. Remember to keep those feet together, guys. And exhale, lean back. Inhale, left leg right in between. Exhale, join. Inhale, up. All the way back. Exhale, push your hips out and down. Last one, guys, make it count. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, join. And knees and chest. And hips to floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean back. Come on, guys, do this with a smile. Push yourself back, straighten that spine. Inhale, right leg, all the way. Exhale, join. Push yourself in. Inhale, up. No cheating, no heads first. And inhale, and completely exhale. And bring your arms all the way down. Just finish. with your palms in front of your chest. Take a nice breather there. Inhale and exhale out. And very slowly release your hands. And you can come to a nice, comfortable standing position. So, hope everyone enjoyed those Surya Namaskars. Remember, at any time you can always hit pause. We only do about 2 or 4 in these sessions, so we can do lots more asanas, but making sure that you're pausing and going for as much as you can. The more you do, the better you'll feel. So, go for it. Now, we're going to bring our feet together now. We're going to go for our first pose. And for our first pose, we're going to need a lot of balance. So, if you need a wall or anything to support you, by all means do so. So, we're going to go for Hasta Padang Ushthasana. So, Hasta means hands, Pad means leg, and Usht means to lift. So, we're going to be using our hands to lift our leg. And for this, we need to make sure we've got lots and lots of balance. So if at any point you feel like you're wobbling, that's the position we need to try and stop in and really not push ourselves too much. Okay, so what we're going to do is find a spot in front of us. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you quickly the position that we're going to do. So in this position, you'll be picking up one leg. You'll be trying to hold it with your index finger and your middle finger around the big toe, and you're going to try and bring it out in front. Okay, and what you'll do as that's happening is your core muscles will slightly contract, they'll slightly come in. Okay, we're not going to be moving it outside or lifting it up or anything. We're actually going to be bringing it out in front, and that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so I'll do it facing sideways so you're able to see. Okay, so find your drishti, find your spot to look at, and very slowly we're going to try and lift our left leg. So take the heel off first, then we're going to take the toe off, and once you've taken the toe off, you just slowly start to lift. Make sure the hand is on the outside so you're able to just travel round and grab onto your toe. And even if you're grabbing onto your toe, try not to dip too far forward. And if this is where you want to stay, that's absolutely fine. We're just going to try, whoever wants to, okay? We're just going to try and slowly bring that leg out and pull your stomach muscles in just slightly, okay? Don't worry about doing anything else. Keep your eye on that mark, okay? So yes, you're feeling a stretch in the back of the leg. That's wonderful, but you're also feeling it a little bit in the core. Now, nice and slowly, we're going to release, and we're going to bring that leg slowly down, okay? Take it down with an exhale. And remember, guys, try not to take your eyes off of that dot, especially in between practices, so we don't want our mind jumping from place to place. So take a nice inhale, all of that balance, and exhale any imbalance, any wobbling, and we're going to try it with the other leg now. So heel is off, nicely inhale, toe is off, facing this way, yeah, toe is off the ground, and we're going to just lift slowly. Take your time, and whenever you're ready to, even if you need to bend slightly to hook onto your toe, that's fine. Just keep that back straight. And then we're just going to slowly try and straighten up. And even if you want to do this with a bent knee, that's absolutely fine. You do what you can as much as you can. And remember to contract those stomach muscles slightly. Okay, very good. Hold the position 3, big smiles 2, and 1. And nice and slowly we are going to exhale, and we're going to place it onto the ground. We're going to relax. So, well done. Legs should be a little bit charged now as well. And remember, that contraction of those muscles is very important. We're toning, we're contracting, we're working on the stomach, and all of the organs inside as well. Very important for those organs to be kneaded, okay, to be kneaded, to be massaged. So that's the beauty of yoga, yeah, making sure it reaches right inside. Now the next pose that we're going to do is the Chaturanga Dandasana. So this is the plank, this is the 4-point plank. But we want to make sure we're being very careful and not with our hips up in the air. So this is the 4th pose of our Surya Namaskar. So if we can come down into all fours, we're actually going to try and experiment with a little bit of our calf stretching as well in this practice. So get your hands nice and steady on the floor. Okay, bring your knees together and bring your toes together. And I just want us to bring our knees off the floor. Now, making sure your hips are not up too high and you haven't made a dip with your hips as well. So nice and straight, everything in a nice straight line, and we're looking about 3 or 4 meters in front of us. Okay, and from here, you can start to, without lifting your hips, try and bring your shoulders in front of your hands. And the more you bring them forward, okay, the more you bring them forward, the more weight comes on the hands. The more you bring your shoulders behind, the more the weight comes into your calves. But nevertheless, your core is still locked. So keep holding that pose, guys. Okay, just hold it. 4, 3, and hold it. 2, and a little bit longer. And 1, and relax those knees. And take a nice inhale, stretch those arms up, rotate those wrists, and exhales down. Those rotations are very important, especially because we're putting a lot of weight onto those hands. Okay, now Chaturanga Dandasana can be done in different ways. As you saw, we were shifting forward and back. So you experiment and you see where the weight is coming, and trying to make sure that we're evening out the weight in our body to make it comfortable for all of the parts is something that we should be trying to aim for. Okay, so what we're going to do now is the next pose. Next pose is Navasana. Navasana is a boat pose. There's lots of variations of boat pose, but this will really work your core. This will really work your obliques, okay, especially on the side here. So if we can bring our legs out, keep them nice and straight, and just lie back onto our elbows, okay, just lie back on our elbows and bend those knees. Okay, now from here we're actually going to be tilting our weight slightly, so be nice and comfortable, okay, and just bring those legs up. Now even here you're starting to use your core a little bit. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit bent, that's fine, but now we're going to aim to try and open our hands out and take them out. Now it doesn't matter if your legs drop a little bit, okay, but we want to try and sit ourselves up and bring our hands down to the side of our thighs. So keeping your body as straight as you can. Try and keep your drishti at the end of the toes, okay, and to really challenge yourself, you can try and turn those hands onto each side, okay, so really working those core muscles. Hold it up. 3, come on, you can do it. 2, straighten those legs up, guys. 1, and exhale and relax. So take that nice long exhale. When you're doing a practice like Navasana, you can try and hold it, or you can do it in intervals. You can hold it up, count 3 seconds, bring it down, hold it up, do it 5 seconds, and then bring it down again. So it's something that you can practice and you can build, really build yourself up in doing so, okay? And then you can test yourself and see how far you're able to actually hold your Navasana, which is the boat pose, okay? You can experiment with your hands as well. And an added variation could be trying to make sure that you can get your hands, both of them, flat on the floor. So really twisting, okay? And you can cross your legs over as well if that helps, and really twisting and trying to get your hands flat on the floor. So lots and lots of variations there, which you can try in your own time. Now we're just going to go for a swinging asana now, yeah? Jalasana. We're going to go for a swinging pose now. This, we want to be really careful because we are going to be using our core, but anyone with any wrist pain or any arthritis, we need to be very careful when you're doing this pose, okay? So there are 2 ways to do this. If you're only able to do Sukhasana, which is with one leg on top, then you will be using the other leg on the floor to help you with your swinging, because we'll be putting our hands onto the floor. And if you're able to, okay, you can do the Padmasana, which is the full lotus, yeah, which is the folding both of your legs one over the other. Now this is completely your choice. Don't push yourself into something you can't do yet. We can build ourselves up, but I'll show you the variation of 2. So if you're doing Sukhasana, which is just one leg on top, you're going to be placing your hands down on the side and you're going to be swinging. Swinging means from the side, if I show you, you'll be using your hands to support yourself and you'll be swinging forward and back. And you can see that I'm going in a forward and back motion, and I'm actually tightening my core muscles as I'm doing so, okay? So moving up and down and making sure that your bottom doesn't scrape the floor at all. So trying to maintain that height is something that you can do. Once you've done one side, you're welcome to change over and do the other side and try and observe which leg you're stronger on. But we will be using substantial weight on our wrists, so let's make sure that we're not that if there is any injury or anything there, then making sure we're not doing this practice. Okay, so we're ready for our poses now. So getting ourselves with our legs ready, however you want to, whether it's one or two. Okay, placing the hands down on the side, and we're just going to try and go for a little swing. Okay, it's a lovely day and we're going to go for a swing, but we don't have any, so we're going to make our own. Okay, so let's have a go. Let's see what we can. It may well be that you swing for a bit and then you drop, but let's have a go and really go for that momentum. So we're going to try a few times. Okay, so lift yourself up and go for that swing. Start small and then have a rest and then lift yourself up again. And you'll find, guys, you'll be moving your hands and you can find a more comfortable position. Okay, so let's go for that swing. Yeah, really going for that swing, locking your core, going for the biggest swing as you can. Forward and back, forward and back. Keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and relax, 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 relax. So you can try your other leg in your own time. Okay, but if you did the full Padmasana like me, it can be quite hard to lift yourself up. Okay, and unfortunately I'm on slightly uneven floor today, so not able to lift myself up too high, but I'm sure you guys are all able to have a go. But when you've got your hands down on the side, just one thing to remember, place them down and try and see where it's comfortable for you, because sometimes being further out can be easy for some, and sometimes being really close can be easy for some. But just taking those legs off and holding it even could be something that we can practice. Okay, so without going for that swing, but just taking that lift is something that we can practice. So just release those legs, be nice and relaxed. Take a nice deep breath in, open up the abdomen, inhale, and just arch that head as far back as you can. As you breathe in, open up that stomach. As you exhale, we are going to just come down and we're going to relax. Okay, so we're just going to go for our last two poses now. Okay, the first pose is going to be lying on our back. We're going to do Pavan Muktasana Kriya. So this is actually a cleanser. It's very good for flatulence, toxins, getting the gases out of our body. And there's lots of different ways to do this. Okay, so just being really careful. If you've got any back pain, being a little bit careful with this. Okay, lying down flat on your mat. You can bend your knees. Okay, and just relax for a moment. Okay, take a nice deep breath in and exhale and straighten those legs. And we're going to take our left leg first now. Okay, so as you inhale, lift that left leg up to 90 degrees. Exhale, bend. You can interlock, and we are going to pull that knee into our chin. Okay, now just hold it in and try and make sure you haven't tilted to the side, and the other leg is going to come up. Okay, and we're going to do 3 nice big circles without moving your back, without moving your chin, without moving your head. The 3 biggest circles you can, and then we're going to go the other way, change direction, and you can really feel yourself crunching. Yeah, keep going for the second one and keep going on the last one, and exhale and relax your head. Inhale and lift that leg up. Okay, and as we said, we're working our core, so we're going to do a swap. Take an inhale and take an exhale and swap over. Okay, and interlock. When you're doing this practice, guys, try and make sure that when your circles are going on, try and make sure that your chin doesn't come away from your knee or your nose or your forehead, whatever is there. But try and make sure, go as far as you can. And if you can't quite meet your chin, that's fine. Just take your time. We can get there eventually. So really pull it in and let's go for those circles. And try and make sure we're not rocking side to side, okay? So here we go. 1, nice big circle. And 2. Really pushing down on the colon, on the digestion there. Good. 3, change direction. 1. And 2. And 3. And we are going to release our head. We're going to breathe in, lift that leg, and we're going to breathe out, and we're going to exhale and relax. Take a nice deep breath in, okay, and out. And then from here, we're going to go straight into our last pose, which is Ardha Bhekasana. We've done this before, guys. This is the rolling frog, half frog pose, okay? So making sure that if you've got any stomach problems, any surgery or abdominal surgery or anything like that, any severe back pain, that we're not doing this pose, Okay, so what we're going to do is normally we go into the pose and then roll, but we're actually going to roll into the pose today. So I want you to take your right leg and I want you to hold on to your right ankle. Take your left hand above your head, and we've got to make sure that that arm doesn't touch the floor. Lift that leg off the floor slightly, and already you're contracting your core muscles. Take a nice inhale, and we're going to roll to our left and land on our tummy. So take an inhale, and you're going to roll, and we're going to try and hold our pose. Good, well done. Hold the pose, try and lift that leg up as high as you can. 3, 2, 1, and then from here we are going to swap. Okay, from here we are going to swap. Okay, so keep yourself all the way up. Keep yourself all the way up. Now just stay there, guys. I'm just going to turn myself over. Okay, so you're able to see. And we're going to try. And this time we're actually going to land on our front. Okay, we're going to end up on our mat in the same position that we were when we started. So with our faces up to the ceiling on our mat, and we're going to roll over on our front. So this time your right hand should be up, and we're going to roll towards our right. So inhale and roll. Okay, now your arm is above your head and you are holding your ankle as you were when we first started. So just release that leg, release that arm, and take a nice inhale and exhale. A nice exhale, and try and observe. You can place your hand on your tummy if you need to. Just try and observe some sort of beating or some sort of abdominal pulse right where the belly button is. Okay, and push in slightly to feel where it is as well. Observing. It might be activated slightly after all of our practices today, which is wonderful. So take a nice inhale. You can bend your right leg, left leg, and turn over to your right hand side. And we are going to slowly sit up. So well done on those practices. Okay, you can keep rolling, keep rocking, keep practicing, keep doing what we can. And we're going to finish our session today with our mantra and with a nice relaxing breathing practice. Okay, so we're just going to do our Jinmay mudra on our knees. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to take a nice inhale. Exhale. As you exhale, lean slightly back, straighten up the spine. Keep that exhale going. We're going to finish with a nice long inhale, exhale practice. Inhale 10 and exhale 5. And follow the breath coming in and out the nose. Slightly cold when it comes in and warmer when it comes out. As slowly as you can if you want to last for those numbers, okay? Here we go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And namaskar in front of our chest, saying our mantra together. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's all be happy. Let's all be healthy. Let's all see the good in others. Let us all be without any pain or illness. And may we all have peace, peace, and peace. Let's relax our hands. Let's bring our heads down to the earth and up again. And release those hands to rub your palms, get them nice and warm. Chins up, chests up, cup the eyes. can open the eyes inside our hands, enjoy that darkness, enjoy that heat, and with every blink, lift the eyelids, take a nice inhale, stretch all the way up, and extend those hands all the way up. And as you exhale, let's remember happy thoughts with our brains, happy words with our lips, and happy feelings with our hearts. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well done. Keep up the practice. Stay happy and stay healthy. Namaste.